Hey everybody, this is Captain Yeet here for you for another cartoon talk. This is going to be number 43, and this is going to be Sonic Prime. So let's get into it. How did I find out about Sonic Prime? Well, I found out when it first got announced. Because around this time when it first got announced, I think we just figured out what the new Sonic game was going to be, which we know now as Sonic Frontiers. Other than that, nothing really was new coming out for Sonic. Not it was barely anything besides like the first movie and the rumors and stuff starting to come out about the second movie. Not too much is really going on with Sonic, and then they announced Sonic Prime, and I was like everywhere. Everybody's really hyped for it. It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to have some people that worked on the original Ben 10, which I liked. It's going to be 3D animated. At first, I was a little turned off by it because I mean there are some good 3D animated shows like the 2012 TMNT, but I wasn't like 3D. You can do a lot more crazy stuff. I would say in 2D, I would think so. In 2D animation and 3D, but you can still do a lot of cool stuff in 3D animation, and they proved me right because the action scenes in this show, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I really like it. Anyway, Sonic Prime eventually came out. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I kept it on my list. I was trying to finish some other stuff. Then the day before New Year's, I watched because it's only 8 episodes. Well, it's supposed to be 24 episodes for the whole first season, but Netflix is like splitting them up in 8 episodes batches. So we get the first 8 episodes. They released a little teaser image for season 2 of Sonic and Shadow underwater, and the Shadow's like holding. I forget what they called them, but when Nine, the variant Tails, he made those things to go on Sonic's gloves and his shoes to like calibrate the energy coming off of him. And each time he goes to a new universe, they like change, and he has like a new ability inside of him, which is that's pretty cool, honestly. The way they change each time he goes somewhere new, and he has somewhere like, and he has a new ability with it. That's pretty cool. Anyway, Shadow, he's holding it while they're underwater. That's all they really get. And they said that episodes are gonna come out this year. So people are like, okay, so another 8 episodes. Like I'm guessing around the summer, then like the last 8 episodes and winter time probably. I know Speed Supersonic, he's a good YouTuber. He was saying maybe only 8 episodes for this year. Then we get the last 8 episodes next year. I was like, yo, I mean, obviously that's not like official news. He was just thinking. I was like, that'd be kind of wild. I'd be kind of mad. That'd be kind of wild if that happens. If they just wait till the whole next year to release the last couple episodes for just one season. Y'all stretching out this one season so much that would be crazy. But anyway, I finished this. I finished the first 8 episodes on New Year's Day, and this show was pretty good. The story is really good with Sonic breaking the Paradox Prism and is making all these different multiverses. I guess before I start to get into the show, I'm guessing based off the plot, I don't really know how you can make a sequel unless they obviously unless they don't resolve the issue with the Chaos Councils going to other universes, taking them over, and so like unless they don't resolve that by the end of this season, obviously I can see a season 2. But if they do resolve it and they do able to bring everything back together, I guess like a season 2 would have to be whatever. Cause like okay, so based off the plot of this season of this whole show with the Paradox Prism and like based off the plot, basically the multiverse didn't exist. It was just the one main universe, Sonic and Friends, Green Hill, whatever they did, right? One main universe. After the Paradox Prism got broke by Sonic, that's when we get all these different multiverses and universes and stuff. That's only when. So if those things, so if the multiverse didn't exist then I'm guessing there's no Blaze. Silver could still exist in this show because, he's from the future. He's not from a different dimension. So I guess there's no Blaze. I was hoping there was gonna be a different universe because I made an episode about this. Well, not an episode. I made a video talking about what I would like to see in Sonic Prime a while back. I remember I was like, I hope we get to see Sally Acorn in a different universe or Sonya and Manic from Sonic Underground. But based on how this series works, no, I guess every universe it's just gonna have different versions of Sonic and Friends and nobody else. Based on all the universes we've been to, New York City, it's just a bunch of random forest creatures and Sonic and Friends are different. They do have 5 variants of like Eggman, but other than that, no. The Jungle Universe, just Sonic and Friends. Pirate Universe, just Sonic and Friends, and random forest creatures. So I guess we're not gonna get any like Blazes or Sally Acorns or Sonya and Manic based on how this is set up. Maybe in future episodes, they're like, nah, the other different people that we could know could be there, yeah, but based on what we know now, No, not really. And also, there's no different variants of Sonic, so I guess no Scourge. I think that's the green guy with the scar. I think that's his name, Scourge. I guess we're not gonna see him because Sonic was the one that broke it, so he didn't like he got affected by the Paradox Prism energy, but he didn't get like affect. I guess he was the one that broke it, and then we saw the energy pulsate on everybody else, and then they got like warped, and that's how they get different variants in every single different universe. That not for the case of Sonic. He doesn't have different variants in different universes. I'm saying variants because that's how Mario's saying like a different like you in a different universe. I'm saying variant, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, also there's no different variants of Shadow in different universes too, because we got a flashback to where as soon as Sonic broke the Paradox Prism, Shadow used Chaos Control. So Shadow's stuck in that limbo state where you can go into a portal to any different universe, while Sonic just got flung into one. But in that like huge spatial limbo space where you can pick out which universe you want to go into, Shadow's stuck in that area. Since he did Chaos Control, as soon as the Paradox Prism got broken up, that's what happened. Anyway, I guess we can talk about each characters and the different variants and stuff. I guess the first place we'll go to is New York City. New York City's universe is basically just like our universe, but then the Chaos Council, which is five different variants of Eggman joined together to they just completely wiped out Green Hill. There's only one tree left, and it seems like that tree is like a vocal point in every universe because you see that palm tree in the pirate universe. You see that same palm tree everybody was chilling under in the New York City universe, like the last palm tree too. And then you see that palm tree in the jungle universe too. So it seems like that palm tree is like the vocal point of each universe, which is kind of cool too. I just remembered a funny joke. I'm gonna say it because I know I'm gonna forget if I keep talking. I love that scene where Amy was trying to show Sonic like the beauty of friendship and everything, and remembrance and just enjoying each other's time. Sonic didn't really get it, but I love that scene when Amy was trying to help him, and everybody else was trying to help Sonic understand that too by bringing up different memories they had under this palm tree. And Knuckles was like, "Remember that time we were supposed to make Amy a coconut pie for her birthday?" And then Rouge said, "Yeah, remember that time I caught you guys buying a coconut pie at the store, and I let you guys say you made it for Amy?" Amy was like, "What?" Sonic was like, "Anyway, yeah, I mean." That was pretty funny. I remember that. Anyway, I just had to get that out because I knew I was gonna forget by the time I kept talking. Um. What was I saying? The palm trees are vocal points. The funny joke. Oh yeah, five different versions of Eggman, which makes the Chaos Console. I forgot the names. Honestly, I know one was Mr. Poetry. One was like a teenager that didn't really care. One was a baby. One was an old man, and the one was like the main one that looked not like regular. Yeah, he barely looked like regular Eggman, but he had like a wig or not a wig, a toupee. He had a toupee on. So they like took over this whole place and made basically Eggman Land, and everybody slaves there. Knuckles and Rouge are part of the Resistance, and they're called Nux. And I forgot Rouge's name. Also, another funny joke: when Sonic disappeared and came back, and obviously they were mad at him because the time was different. It was a time difference. I think Sonic was gone for like 2 weeks, but Sonic in the Jungle World was only gone for like a day in his time. But there's a big time difference when you change universes. Anyway, when they meet Rouge again, Rouge is really mad and wanted to kill Sonic. Sonic looked at Nux. He was like, "Hey, I thought you explained to her what I told you." "I did. She didn't care." Anyway, they're part of the Resistance to take down Eggman because they just obviously wiped out the whole jungle and everything. I found it funny how Rouge, she sleeps like a bat. I mean, she is a bat, but just sleeps upside down. I really like that. That was pretty funny. Also, they have the last palm tree in the base. They're nothing too crazy about their different designs. Besides, they're part of Resistance. They have like resistant clothes on. Nux, he has like little scars on his dreadlocks or like cuts on his dreadlocks, which are pretty cool. I like how Sonic taught him and Nine in the Universe Tales how to spin dash. He teaches every version of them how to spin dash, which is so funny. I just really liked it when the first time he did it, when they were inside the Chaos Console's like home base, and they were like getting overwhelmed by robots, and then Sonic says, "Hey man, you need to spin dash. Let me show you." And threw Knuckles, and he started doing it. He said, "Yeah, you too, Tails." and boom, and then Sonic did it, and you saw the blue, red, and yellow just go crazy. I'm like, okay, the boys, the original OGs, the original three, baby. That's what I'm talking about, just going crazy. I like that. I really like that. Sorry, I'm smiling. What was it? Sorry, I lose track so easy, huh? I lose track so easy. Um, oh yeah, them. You get Nine, which basically which is the variant of Tails. He has the same backstory basically as regular Tails, but there was no Sonic to help him while he was getting bullied, so he made those 9 mechanical tails to help himself. And he's just like super smart. He doesn't really care about anybody else. I kind of like how he knew how to fight more. I mean, obviously our Tails knows how to fight, but when he first met Sonic and started fighting him, I remember I think he like, yeah, he signed a light in Sonic's, because Sonic's obviously way faster than him. He could take him out pretty easy. So he signed a light in his eye while Sonic was like, what the heck? He instantly jumped and hit him. I was like, okay, I like that. But Sonic saved him. Then you got, so that's everybody besides Amy. Amy's pretty sad. She get roboticized. They don't say roboticized in the sub, but basically, she get roboticized, which kind of sucks. I mean, they do bring her to the good side for a little bit, but then she gets hacked again. It goes to the bad guy side, which is really sad. When I saw her, because I saw her in all the trailers and stuff, I thought she was like a good guy, but no, she's like she's working for the Eggman Council, and then things just kept getting conflicted with me with her, cause when she first get introduced, obviously Sonic was like, oh man, what happened to you? And Amy was like, oh, I had to make her name is Rusty Rhodes. Yeah, Rusty Rose. She was like, I have to, I had to make scientific robotic enhancements. Soon you'll learn that you have to make enhancements to yourself to like get better in this world. But anyway, let's continue with the test. So it would seem like she got robotic enhancements, then got captured by Eggman. But then later on, when Sonic introduced her to everybody, she said, I am a killing machine made by the Eggman Council or by the Chaos Council. And then I think the Chaos Council members were even saying like, yeah, we made her. She's the ultimate killing machine. But I'm like, how? You didn't make her, because everything about Rusty Rose is robotic. Besides like one little like her ear, like you can tell her ear down to like half her face is like regular like flesh, like regular Amy, and then the rest is robotic. But other than that, besides like that one part of her face, everything is robotic. So I'm like, because I can see that one normal part, you didn't make her. You had to roboticize her. I don't know. That just kept confusing me. I like the moment where the Chaos Council was able to send people through the multiverses. So they sent Rusty Rose. Rusty Rose saw a variant of herself and got shocked. And she was like, you know what? Don't kill her. Let's just keep going. That was pretty cool. I really liked when what was it? Oh yeah, they were like, Sonic's the captain of this pirate ship. Rusty Rose was like, Sonic's the captain. I wish I was programmed to laugh. that was a pretty good one. The fight scenes were pretty good in that area in New York City. I love the fight scene with Sonic and Shadow. I love the fight scene there. I didn't understand why Sonic didn't tell everybody in the original universe before he broke the Paradox Prism, because everybody was like, Sonic, why the heck are you late? Why, like, they kept like bashing him because he was late, and he just kept saying, I got held up. I'm like, just say Shadow was fighting you. Like, you were fighting Shadow. I don't know why he didn't say that, but the fight between Sonic and Shadow, I really liked. That was pretty cool. I loved when I think Shadow punched Sonic and he went flying and hit a wall, and a bunch of flickies were looking at him. He goes, yeah, I know, we're fighting again, but hey, I mean, I'll try to talk to him. And then he runs at Shadow. I thought that was pretty funny. He was just talking to I like that, talking to the flickies like that. But the fight scenes were pretty cool there too. I guess the next world we go to is the Jungle World. Everybody's Big's there too. I never really liked Big that much. I didn't even like him in Frontier. I mean, I don't hate Big. I just don't like Big. So the fact that they had Big be like one of the main characters in this show, I was like, oh, Big could have been like, I don't know, like Cream, or not Cream, like Silver or Blaze, or I don't know, Sally, Tangle or Whisper. I don't know, somebody. You could have, it could have been anybody else but Big. Vector. Nah, that won't work. But I don't know. It would have been somebody cool besides Big, but I don't hate Big. Anyway, the Jungle Universe, we didn't spend too much time in the Jungle Universe. Jungle Universe was pretty cool too. I kind of found it wild that Amy was just so strong, was able to beat everybody. Cause she was mad that they were like overtaking the forest and just taking too much and stuff. So she beat everybody upwards. Part of me was like, none of you Knuckles, you can't like handle Amy or Knuckles and like nobody. Like I haven't tried to jump it. Like how is he this freakishly strong? Now once he got the Paradox Prism piece on her hammer, okay, I can kind of understand why maybe even jumping her would be kind of hard. But you know they were like stuck in the trees and stuff for a while before the Sonic before Sonic got there. So I don't know. In New York City, his gloves and shoes don't do anything. They just gloves and shoes. And the Jungle Universe, his gloves and shoes are green. And I like how the Infinity Loop thing he does when he's running really fast. Obviously, they were red because he has regular red shoes on in New York City. But his gloves and shoes turn green in the Jungle Universe. So when he did the Infinity Loop sign, it was a green Infinity Loop. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like that. It was green. What else? Besides the green? Oh yeah, and the shoes and the shoes and the gloves. In the Jungle Universe, they have Wolverine claws and long sharp toenails. Not toe. Well, claws coming out of their feet and the hands, which was pretty cool. He didn't use them too much. He used them like when he first was got there, but other than that, he didn't use those too much. I love the scene where what was it? Tails. He was like he couldn't talk and he wasn't smart in the Jungle Universe. I think Sonic was getting to like Jungle Amy. What was her name? Thorn Rose. Thorn Rose. I remember she was like he was talking to her, and she was like, I don't know, this Amy you're talking about. She sounds pretty great. Sonic was like, yeah, she is. And they just looked at each other. I like that. I like that. Not too much to really say on the Jungle Universe. I just thought it was wild that Amy was able to just handle everybody so much. I mean, I know she's strong, but come on, Knuckles? Knuckles and Ruse, or just Knuckles can't handle her, but hey, it's whatever. Then the last universe we got to see before the end of the series. Oops, that's my bad. Not before the end of the series, but but end of the first batch episodes was the Pirate Universe. I thought the Pirate Universe was pretty cool. I thought the way they were gonna talk, or like the way they talk, I thought that was gonna get annoying, but it didn't. It didn't get annoying. Everybody. Oh yeah, the voice actors to everybody's pretty good because it's like, sorry, it's like a new voice actor for everybody. I thought everybody sounded pretty good. I thought Eggman sounded a bit off, and Knuckles sounded a bit off in the main universe. In New York City, he sounds about the same, but I thought it was still pretty cool too. Oh, almost forgot. That broke my heart when Tails hacked Rusty Rose, and she was good now. She was helping everybody, and everybody had to escape. Ruse and Knuckles, they jumped out of the whole building to go escape, and Rusty Rose was finna jump out with them, and she started to smile. Then she got hacked and turned evil again, and she went, like, she looked all sad and walked back in there. I'm like, that sucks. She looked so happy to go with some other people. So, like, she looked so happy, but X whatever. Shoot, what was that? Oh yeah, the Pirate Universe. I thought that them talking party was gonna get annoying, but it didn't. His shoes are brown now, and they can help it. They can float. They're like hover shoes in the Pirate Universe because there's so much water. I love how Sonic was like freaking out how much water there was around him because he can't swim, so he was freaking out like a ton. What else to say? Because like the first part was really nothing. Then the second part, Knuckles, he starts to go crazy over getting the Paradox Prism. I love the scene where he had to he had to race against Rusty Rose ship, and so he was like, I don't lose races, especially not at the finish line. So he was literally pulling a boat with him while going that fast. That was pretty crazy. And then I loved it. It was a nice screenshot of like Rusty Rose like, are you sure you want to challenge me? And then Sonic and all the pirates got together. He was like, yeah. And that screenshot, everybody like posted up. I'm like, okay, that was nice. And then Sonic, he ran away while they were fighting. Like, what the heck? Then he looped around and came back and went boom. It just destroyed all those robots. I'm like, okay, I love this show. This is nice. I love this show. I love this part. I love when they were inside of New York City fighting all the robots and just running through and talking to each other. Like, I don't know why, I just love that scene. Everybody working together in New York. I thought the show was finna end, but I'm like, we're only on episode like 3 or 4. They're already finna go get the Paradox Prism piece and everything. But obviously, I didn't know at the time. As soon as Sonic touches a piece, he gets warped into a different reality. So that kind of sucks. But them just working together and arguing and yelling and stuff and fighting while they're in New York City inside the Eggman base. I really loved that. That was pretty cool. Anyway, my bad. I got off track. Where was I? Pirate Universe. Oh, Knuckles punched the pirate ship, and they had to go flying over that ramp. That was pretty cool. You know, there's so much cool, but it's only 8 episodes. So there's only so much I can talk about, which sucks. And then like the cliffhanger that we got before the end of the series was when Sonic touched the Paradox Prism. He got warped to a new universe. We don't get to see where he was going to go because Shadow, like I said, he's stuck in that limbo state to where you can pick which universe you go to. Sonic's going, like, flying to a new universe. He throws a crystal to stop Sonic. He goes, well, Sonic's like, what the heck? Oh, Shadow. Okay, look, man, I don't want to fight. I just want to go home. Home? Home doesn't exist because of you. And he came up to... he was chugging up a punch, and Sonic was like, wait! To be continued. So, we gotta wait for the next 8 episodes to come out, which kind of sucks. But hey, that's a pretty cool cliffhanger. I mean, obviously Shadow has, obviously he has a good reason to be mad because that home just got I don't know if it's got obliterated. Obviously we don't see it anymore, so maybe it doesn't really exist. But obviously that home doesn't exist now because Sonic broke the Paradox Prism when everybody was telling him to chill out. And don't do that. But I mean, at the same time, Eggman was going to grab it. So, I mean, I guess Sonic could have like broke the arm of the robot Eggman was using, but I don't know. Heat of the moment, I guess. But this was really good. I do recommend it as a Sonic fan. I really liked it. Everybody has new voice actors because I think this is a Canadian show, and apparently I think they only like Canadians voice them. Actually, that's not right. There was a reason why there's like a whole new voice cast. But even with the whole new voice cast, everybody sounds pretty good. I just had like a little problem with Knuckles' voice and Eggman's voice at the very beginning. Eggman's gone after like episode 2, so we don't hear him again. And then Knuckles, he sounds fine in every universe. I just like his voice in the main universe at Green Hill. It sounded a little bit weird, but it didn't sound bad. Like, I was fine with it. But it just sounded a bit weird to me. But other than that, this whole new voice cast is nice. I really like it. And yeah, I know I'm gonna forget to say something as soon as I turn this off, which is gonna suck, but hey, this is a really good show. I recommend go seeing it. So, I mean, it's on Netflix. I said go see it like it's in the movies. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all out there for being wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right.